Hey there guys, it's Carly. Welcome back to my channel, or hello if you are new here. In today's video, I am going to give you my 8 tips to be more productive, manage your time effectively, and in essence, just get done. So if that's something you are keen to see, grab yourself a cuppa, let's get into the video. Alrighty, tip number 1 is to create a brain dump. So grab yourself a blank piece of paper or a scrap piece of paper and start just jotting down everything that you need to do that comes to your mind. If you want to, you can start putting these in categories. So for me, when it comes to work, I like to categorize things in terms of my year groups. So 7, 9, 11, and 12, and the jobs that I have to do for those. You might be categorizing your jobs in terms of work, home, kids, or in terms of subjects if you're a student. So English, maths, history, whatever. Start jotting down your kind of like different realms of life, and every single job, big or small, that comes to mind, write it down on that list. Okay, number 2 is to organize your priorities. So you just brain dumped everything that came to the top of your head, but not all of those jobs are created equally. Some are ones that are just going to waste your time and not really get you anywhere, and others are ones that you really need to get done right now. So I recommend getting yourself a highlighter and actually in each of those categories, start highlighting what are the most important tasks. The ones probably that you've been putting off for a while, and if they are big and they look kind of too intimidating to start in their current capacity, take each of those highlighted jobs and break them down into 3 small manageable chunks. What do you need to do first? What's the next thing that you need to do after that? And what's the last part that you can do to complete that task? Okay, tip number 3 is to carve out some distraction-free time to actually get these things done. So whether that's time when your kids are at school, whether that means actually hiding your phone for a while, or telling your friends to go home, whatever it might be, put away all the distractions and actually really commit to getting that done. Trust me, I've actually tried this with kids at school who have wasted 2 or 3 periods barely doing any work, but once I set a timer for 30 minutes and tell them that X needs to be completed in 30 minutes and they can see that time ticking down, it is like a fire has been lit underneath them, and with that time limit, it really just sparks the need to get it done right now. And maybe you need that little fire under your butt as well to get that job done and stop putting it off for another day. Single task. Stop multitasking. Trust me, I am guilty of this too. I start doing one thing and then I get distracted by another and I start doing that, and before you know it, I'm doing 5 different things but I haven't completed any of them, and it takes me a lot longer to get them done than if I was just focused on that one thing, got it over and done with, and then moved on to the next. We don't want any half-done jobs. We want a whole heap of completely done jobs, so just do one of them at a time. Start making some of the habits that you want to incorporate into your life, whether it's cleaning, exercising, study more, part of your daily routine through habit stacking. So habit stacking is the idea that you already have habits and routines that you do on a daily basis. And if there's something new that you want to incorporate, you do it at the same time or just before or just after something that is already a habit and part of your routine. So you're stacking one habit onto another. So for example, maybe you want your house to be a little bit more clean, but things seem to be quite overwhelming. Well, perhaps in the morning when you go make yourself a cup of tea or coffee, when you hit the jug to boil, while you're waiting for it to boil, you could be putting away the dishes, wiping down the benches, and changing over the bin. So by the time you have created your morning coffee, your kitchen is actually clean. Think about some other habits that you have in your life and what sort of things you could stack on top of those in order to get them done. Maybe it's when you come home from school and you're unpacking your bag for the day. Before you put away your books, you actually look through each of your books and highlight the things that you did that day as a form of study. some ideas, think about how it could apply for your own life. When my dog starts barking while I'm filming a video. No, that's right, I'll wait. Productivity tip number 6 is to celebrate the small wins. If you're kind of a recovering perfectionist like me, maybe if you didn't accomplish everything on your to-do list during the day, you start to give yourself a hard time about it. But sometimes it's good enough just getting out of bed and making the bed. We all have bad days. We all have days where we're just not operating at 100% capacity. And sometimes getting some stuff done is better than getting not anything done at all. And you just need to be kinder to yourself. And I am preaching to myself as I'm saying this. I think we could all learn to be a bit kinder to ourselves. Celebrate every single thing that you do accomplish, big, small, and just enjoy those wins on a daily basis. Number 7 is to create an environment that is conducive to getting stuff done. If you saw my previous video, I recently transformed my office. I actually don't know if it's previous, it might be coming after this video. We will see. Basically, it just wasn't happening for me for working at home and doing online learning, and I was feeling really depressed. Not gonna lie about that. And sometimes if you are living in a chaotic space, it really just does not put you in the mind frame to get things done. And I'm not talking about procrastinating. We all know that we are guilty of procrastinating when there are other things that we need to do and instead we avoid them by cleaning different parts of our house. I'm not talking about that. I'm actually just talking about getting your space in a good place where you actually have space and it is conducive for you accomplishing some of the jobs that you need to do. Okay, my final tip number 8 is take an inventory of your time. Do you actually know how you spend your days and how much time you spend on different activities? Now, I'm someone who likes to think that I am pretty organized, I manage my time well, and I really accomplish all the things that I want to on a daily basis because I do all of those 7 things previously mentioned. And I was pretty shocked when I checked my weekly screen time, and this is something that I've been doing regularly, and alarmed by how much time I am spending on YouTube per day. Now, while YouTube is not affecting me getting stuff done, I'm highly aware that phones and social media can be a big distraction from other people, and that might actually prevent you from getting some things done that you want to. So if you're spending a couple of hours a day on your phone, but there are other things in life that you would really like to do, maybe this is an opportunity, like a bit of a wake-up call for you that if you want to do those things, you actually do have time for them. You might just need to cut back on some of your screen time in order to do them. So there might be other realms of your life, whether it's watching TV of a night time or sleeping in the morning on the weekend, where if you do an inventory and you realize that you're actually spending a bit more time doing those things than you would like, that could be a bit of an opportunity for you to cut back on that time and start dedicating it towards doing some of those other things that you've been meaning to do, that you really want to do, but you just haven't got around to doing. Alrighty guys, that's the end of my 8 tips for productivity and time management. Please leave some of your tips or handy hints down below. I am always looking to up-level my routines and just continue to stay on to my productivity game, and I think that it would definitely benefit other viewers. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I put out new videos every single week. With that said, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.